Unit 8 Test, Track 104. Extract 1. I'm joined in the studio today by Javier Sanchez, a music journalist who has just written a book about Nueva Trova, a form of music which originated in Cuba. So, Javier, what inspired Nueva Trova?
Struggle, in a word. Political upheaval from the fight for Cuban independence to the triumph of the Cuban Revolution in 1959. With guitars slung over their backs and pistols in their hands, Cuban singers sang about struggle and injustice through the night before falling in battle the next day. They were political singers. They wanted to change their society.
They were heroic too.
Absolutely. And their heroism inspired a new breed of musicians in the 1960s. These singers shared the same spirit as earlier performers, but their songs no longer spoke of personal sacrifice or of overturning unjust rulers. Instead, they reflected the ideals of the Cuban Revolution under Castro.
Extract 2.
So, what experiences have influenced your songs? They always seem very personal and intimate.
That's something, I guess. I'm kind of unusual in that I try to keep my own life out of my songs. My writing reflects things that I read or people tell me more than things that happen to me. I mean, the track War Boys was done after a friend showed me pictures of child victims of war. I wasn't actually there, but I was moved to write about it. So many artists nowadays fixate on themselves. They tell the world about their breakups and breakdowns. The problem with that, in my opinion, is that lyrics all get a bit too samey. Let's face it, singers aren't war correspondents. They don't get to see the world, let alone change it. So if we just stick to our own experiences, there's a danger that all our songs will be about relationships, fame, and crazy parties in California, right? Extract 3.
Can you tell us about the band you will be taking to the Sea and Light Festival?
It's the lineup we've had for the past year, with our newest member, Dan Haynes, on accordion and vocals. I've been in the band for 20 years now, but I've never been as excited about the music we're making as I am now.
You say you've been a musician most of your life. When and why did you start playing?
I didn't have a choice. I have always needed to express what I feel through singing, even as a kid. No one in my family was in the business, and while they were encouraging and always proud of me, they didn't really know how to help me get into the music scene or whatever. I was very shy anyway, so I just sat alone in my bedroom for the first 15 years of my life with my cat, writing songs and singing to the wall. It wasn't until my family moved to Long Beach, California, that I realized I wasn't the only one. Extract 4.
I really can't see why everybody's making such a song and dance about Stacey Lark's new EP. Okay, so the production values are high, which is hardly surprising when you look at the talent in her backing band. But, it's not as if she's got a great voice or anything, is it? And the choice of songs, they're all so dull.
Oh, you must be joking. It's an amazing EP. Brilliantly sung, brilliantly played, and just stunning. It hits all the right notes for me, and I thought all the songs were special.
I really don't see that.
I love the journey she takes listeners on. The songs are just perfect for her voice. I believe she chose not to record her own songs because there are so many fabulous songs out there. She wanted to do classics, but to reinterpret them, Extract 5. So, what's new in the alternative and indie world this week, Eddie?
We live in exciting times, Megan. Not only have Soundsize released their first new album for 8 years, but the Hearts have announced the release of a follow-up to their brilliant album from last year. Although the lineup of Soundsize has changed considerably, with a new vocalist and guitarist coming on board, their style remains the same. It's a heady mix of melancholy synth ballads with wall-rattling dance rock, and as brilliant as always.
And have the Hearts hit the right notes with you too?
I'd have to say that while their new album doesn't live up to the promise of their previous album, it's still a good listen.